Gas prices rose by 1 penny today, marking an end to a historic 99-day streak of falling prices. But the lower gas prices has a serious cost for national security. One of the things the Biden administration did to lower prices was release oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The reserve is now at an all-time low. The SPR can hold 727 million barrels of oil in salt mines and caves along the Gulf Coast. Right now, it has a little more than half of that. It's only a 21-day supply in the event of war. Not like we're potentially going to go to war with either Russia or China anytime soon. And in a war, that's not a whole lot. Daniel Turner's here, founder and executive director of Power to the Future. Daniel, good to see you. Is there a coincidence, you think, that they're ending the petroleum releases in November?
What, you think that it coincides with the election?
I'm just asking.
No, it's not at all. I mean, the president dipped into our emergency reserves for political purposes. And I understand if you're the president's team and you look at your polling and you look at the midterms approaching, you have to do everything possible to try to turn that political narrative. But the Strategic Petroleum Reserves, which, let's emphasize this, they're called the Strategic Reserves. They're not the emergency reserves. And a lot of partisan Democrats have rebranded them as emergencies. This is not an emergency. They're not a hedge against bad energy policies. Therefore, as you said, the case of war, the case of natural disaster. Hurricane season isn't over. What happens if a Category 5 takes out our refining capability along the Gulf Coast, right? So he's used them for partisan political purposes, and he's weakened the nation in the process.
You've talked a lot back 99 days ago when gas prices were at record highs, that our domestic oil production just wasn't coming back. Since then, we've seen either A, realization by the Biden administration of opening up oil and gas exploration domestically, or B, a continuation of a crackdown on the people you represent.
B, 100%. We're not producing any more oil than we were now, than we were then. The Biden administration has continued to take oil and gas leases offline. Just yesterday, the Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, announced an enormous section of oil and gas in New Mexico and Chaco Canyon were no longer going to be made available. So the real reason why gas prices have come down, and let's get this clear, Leland, I am happy gas prices are down. No one wants to see the American people suffer. No one wants to see the pain that we were experiencing. The main reason why they're down is that the world's second largest economy has been locked down for the last 3.5 months, and that, of course, is China. 100 million people in China are still locked in their apartments because of COVID. If China opens back up when the communist government is happy with the state of their COVID response, all those people are going to go back to work and they're going to start to consume, and prices are going to go right back up.
There's got to be a middle ground, right? And to be fair, the Biden administration said in the beginning, and he said when he was campaigning, that taking a noose to the oil and gas industry in America was something that he wanted to do. It was, in the name of climate change. What's interesting to me is there's starting to be a split, even in very progressive and hardcore traditional Democratic lanes, about this energy policy. This is Larry Summers, President Obama's economist. Take a listen.
It's kind of insane that we have trucks and trains carrying oil all over this country rather than constructing pipelines, which would permit accessing more resources, cheaper, safer transmission.
The reasons we like talking to you is you're not dogmatic. You're smart, you're practical, you're a pragmatist, and you're honest about these things. When it seems that obvious, why is it that the Biden administration keeps blocking these pipelines?
When it comes to everything Biden, I think something very clear his team said from day one. Everything Trump did was bad, therefore the opposite of good. Look at every other area where there's huge problems in Biden land, the border being a very obvious example, right? And now they're trying to say, well, there's not a problem. And anyone who looks at the TV says, well, clearly there is. No, there's not. Oil and gas, they said everything Trump did was bad. Let's do the exact opposite. Trump gave them permits. Let's deny them permits. Well, there are consequences to those actions. And so thank you, Larry Summer, for being that honest.
I got 15 seconds. Is Joe Manchin going to get the rest of his deal for voting for the Inflation Reduction Act and get his pipelines?
No, and his own party is going to stop him, not Republicans. Democrats don't want this to go forward, and it will not.
Well, see if Joe Manchin speaks out about that one. Hey, Daniel, it's good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Leland.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.